everybody. We're back again with Sporty Shorty talking about the games that were played last night, Thursday, June 10th. We're looking at the NBA 2021 NBA playoff games, round 2, game 3 between the Nets and the Bucks, and game 2 between the Clippers and the Jazz.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna get right into the Nets and the Bucks. What's up, everybody? Nets and the Bucks game 3, like you said. Bucks won the game 86, Nets 83. Obviously a close game, low scoring. Brooklyn's still up in the series 2-1. Greek Freak balled out in that game, and Chris Middleton also balled out in that game. Greek Freak had 33 points, 14 rebounds. Chris Middleton, 35 points, 15 rebounds. So the stars showed up in that game. Between the Greek Freak and Chris Middleton, they had 79% of their offense, of the whole team. So they dominated. You know, they did what they had to do. They were knucking and bucking, Milwaukee style. Shout out to Crime Mob, if you know, you know.
Okay.
The bottom line in this game, the Bucks stars played better than Nets stars. KD had 30 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Kyrie had 22, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. You know, they scored 52 points of their offense. And Greek Freak and Chris Middleton, they had 68 points out of their 86 points. So like I said, they had 79% of their offense. They dominated. It was pretty much a grind out game defensively. Remind me of a 90s style game. Bruce Brown for the Nets had 16 points, 11 rebounds. He was a surprise. He was a big surprise. He's not known for that. He's pretty much a defensive player, you know, kind of a hustle type of guy. But he played a pretty good game. But he hurt the Nets at the end. There was a scramble play where the Nets could have tied the game, I believe. And instead of passing to KD or Kyrie, he took the ball to the hole and missed the shot.
Oh, no.
I'm a firm believer of giving your stars the ball at the end of the game to win the game. Now, if they can't get the ball, that's different, and you have to score, then you go score. But I think there was enough time on the clock where Bruce Brown could have gotten the ball back to KD or Kyrie. I'd rather have one of them shoot it if I'm Brooklyn. But Bruce Brown's a young player. You know, I guess he thought there was not enough time on the clock. He probably panicked a little bit, and I don't really fault him for that. You know, it happens with young players sometimes. You know, but I think that'll be a learning experience for him. You know, but luckily KD and Kyrie didn't seem to get too mad at him, and they didn't show him up on the court, so that was good.
And they also probably recognized that it was a learning experience.
It's a learning experience. Time was running low on the clock, and they had to do something. And I think, you know, he probably just rushed his shot a little bit. But again, like you said, it's a learning experience. And like I said, my prediction still stands though. Brooklyn in 5 still stands.
All right.
The Greek Freak got his game. They got their one game. Milwaukee got their one game. So I think that my prediction still can happen.
Okay.
So if my prediction holds up, Brooklyn in 5, then you know, we can still get it. They can still get it in 5 games.
Okay.
It would just be that Milwaukee can't win any more games for my prediction.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But again, Brooklyn's still playing without James Harden, and they only lost by 3 points. So if Harden was playing, I don't think Milwaukee would win any of these games, to be honest. But you never know. But their stars played. They didn't get that much help from other players, but they did play great defense as a team. So they can hang their hat on that one. Moving on to the Clippers at the Jazz, game 2. Jazz won the game 117 to 111 for the Clippers. Donovan Mitchell again went off. The first game he had 45. This game he had 37 points and 4 assists. Took the game over again. Yeah, he's. People need to stop calling him a star. He's a superstar at this point.
Oh.
He's a superstar.
Okay.
People need to stop it. Stop playing with this man.
Stop playing.
Stop playing.
Stop playing with him.
Man. He's a star at this point. Like, You got people mention the superstars in the NBA, and they don't mention his name. They need to start mentioning his name when they talk about the superstars of the NBA. He's proven it already. He proved it last year. People still on the fence. At this point, I'm not on the fence anymore. He's a superstar in my book.
Okay.
And people need to start recognizing him as that, if they haven't already.
All right.
So I have to mention that real quick. Jordan Clarkson, the 6th man of the year. Congrats to him. He had 24 points for the Jazz off the bench. 5 players for the Jazz were in double figures. Rudy Gobert played a good game. Shout out to him. He's Defensive Player of the Year, so props to him. On the Clippers side, Reggie Jackson balled out. 29 points. He's a role player, scored 29 points, played like a star. So props to Reggie Jackson. PG, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Played very well. Didn't shoot a good percentage, but played decently.
Okay.
They had a chance to win, but I think the Jazz, their defense just a little bit too tough. Kawhi Leonard, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He could have played a little bit better. He missed some shots that he could have hit. But he played okay. But props to the Jazz. Props to the Jazz. Defensively, they're on point. And they play as a unit. So I give them props. They're doing their thing. The Clippers only had 3 players in double figures. Like I said, the Jazz had 5 players in double figures. And that pretty much was the difference. You know, they had more balanced scoring. And Donovan Mitchell is a superstar. And he's playing like one. Honestly, that's really all I have for those 2 games.
Okay.
No, but that's it.
And you sticking with your prediction?
Oh, my prediction on that is Utah 7.
You still...
I think they could do it in 6 at this point. But I started with Utah 7. I'm gonna stay with Utah 7.
Okay.
But it's looking like they could do it in less games than 7. You know, but the Clippers are still live. You know, they still have opportunity to come back strong in the series. But Utah is just they're playing too cohesively, and I don't see the Clippers quite playing that way. You know, they don't look like the same type of cohesive unit that Utah is.
And cohesion is always
cohesion and chemistry is always important.
Major,
it's
right
major.
there.
So I don't know. With that said, that's all I have on that.
All right.
But look forward to the rest of the series.
Yeah. And folks, let us know. Do you agree that Donovan Mitchell is a superstar? You know, we like to hear from you down in the comments. You know, let us know. What's your thoughts on him being going from star to superstar?
Yeah, he's been an all-star, but I think he's superstar status at this point.
Okay.
And I think he needs to be recognized as such.
Sounds good. Well, we'll chop it up with you next time.
No doubt.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.